What is up, guys? This is GreatWall, back at it again with another video. Today we are here with a somewhat new challenge, new series. It is another rebuild series, um, but it's called, the name's in progress. I'm calling it the Make It Work Challenge, which means we need to go into these teams and rebuild them, not realistically, but we need to keep as many of these players as possible. So the goal for this is to have above 65% um, of the players be original players from the team. So each MLB roster, playoff World Series roster, is 26 guys. So for 65%, we would need to keep 17 of these players. Okay, that might seem easy, but for a lot of teams, it's not going to be. The Nationals are one of those teams where I think it's possible. We've got a lot of high potential guys. Um, really, just a couple big moves away, a couple superstars away from getting it done. So that being said, I'm gonna make some trades, and we're gonna try to put together a good enough team to go ahead and win a World Series either this year, the next year, or the year after. We're gonna try to get these done as quick as possible, in as few years as possible. So yeah, that being said, a lot of these players are kind of off limits, but a lot of them are gonna get traded because it's just what has to happen. So that being said, let's go start making some trades. All right, the first deal we're going to make is for Bo Bichette. We're going to send Jeremy De La Rosa, Eli Willits, who is one of our higher potential prospects, but I think is going to help us, and Josh Willits for him. So, yeah. Or Josh Bell, sorry. Yeah, we're going to make this deal. All right, you had to have known this was going to happen at some point. We're going to trade Seaver King, as well as Trevor Williams and Cade Cavalli for Emmanuel Clase. He's one of my go-to closers, so we're going to make this deal and hope it plays out well for us. All right. We're going to trade Travis Sikora, Brad Lord, and Andrew Alvarez for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Pretty simple deal. Yeah. All right. We're going to trade Yohandy Morales, Jose Tena, and where is he? Jake Eater for Chris Bubik. Yeah. Another pretty simple deal. All right. We're going to trade Elijah Green, Jorge Alfaro, and Caleb Lamavita for Mason Miller. Another good bullpen arm. I think I want to get one more player, and then I think we should be good to start simming. So yeah, we're gonna make the deal and hope it plays out well for us. All right, we're gonna trade Robert Hassel III, T.J. White, and Miguel Cime Jr. for Kate Smith. We're gonna have a good three men in the bullpen. Pause, and then our starting rotation potentially is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one of these three guys, or some formation. These four guys, two of them are gonna be in there. And then our bullpen is gonna be a three head monster with a couple of these lower overall guys, hopefully kind of just filling it out and developing a little bit. Then our offense is pretty much set. It's going to be Keibert Ruiz at the backstop with one of these two guys as the backup. One of these four guys as the backup. Vladdy playing first. Juan Yepes here. He might be getting moved to third or something. I don't know yet. He's going to be definitely hitting, hopefully. Luis Garcia is going to be our second baseman for the future. Third base is going to be either Juan Yepes or one of these two guys. If it is, it's going to probably be CJ Abrams, but yeah. And then left field is going to be James Wood. Dalen Lyles is going to be off the bench. Jacob Young is going to be in center. Dylan Cruz in right, and then like Nasim Nunez is going to be a bench bat. Brady Howe is going to be a bench bat, and like Darren Baker or one of these other guys. But that being said, final deal we're going to make. I'm going to put together a roster and see how we do in our first year. All right, we're at the home run derby. Nobody here. I assumed we weren't going to. But yeah. Right now we are currently 46-51, which is the worst in the NL East. But we're only 8 games back, 8.5 technically. Um, the team is growing, which is good. Mackenzie Gore just never seems to grow very well. DJ Harris, on the other hand, doing very well. Like I said, I think this team isn't ready this year, but I think we will be next year. Once players start kind of reaching their potential a little more, start improving. But that being said, all-star voting, we do not have any starters. Let's just go see where our all-stars are. It's probably an easier way to do it. We probably have a couple, I hope at least. Manuel Class A, sub 2 ERA, 25 and 5 with his saves. It's not bad. Vladdy hitting 337, doing what we need him to do. So good for him. No Bo Bichette. No James Wood. Yeah, so it looks like we only have those two. So all around, like I said, first year was meant to be for growth. But let's see how we finish out the year. There's still a chance we sneak into the playoffs. I doubt we do, but I think I'm also going to include the draft as part of this because why not? I think it's gonna add a little bit of help, um, maybe down the road for some future teams. But we'll see. So that being said, I'll see you guys when I get my draft class, and we'll go from there. All right, I took a shot at this guy. His potential and his other like his what's it called were just outrageously high. So I thought I had to take a chance. I did. But these three guys, I mean, are gonna be elite in the future. This guy's gonna be good. This guy not so much. But yeah, I think other than this huge swing and a miss at number one, I think we definitely did a good job. Will any of these guys ever get called up? Maybe this guy, but I doubt it. So yeah, we're just gonna go from there. All right, so we finished 78 and 84. We made a great push towards the end, just couldn't get it done. Yeah, we weren't making the playoffs either way. The wild card is, yeah, too far out of reach. But I think this is definitely a great first season. Our players are getting better. A lot of growth all around. I mean, Bubik, Vlad, Boba a little bit, James Wood. Didn't have an elite first year like I was hoping, but definitely a ton of room for growth here. So I am excited for that. Kenzie Gore shoots up a couple overalls, which is good. Yeah, Dylan Cruz's potential goes down. Did not have a good year. Wow. Jacob Young did a pretty good job. I mean, not really a hitter. He's more of a defensive guy. But yeah, I would say relatively good first season. The starting pitchers are starting to develop a little bit, which is good. Jarlin Susana doing a pretty good job in growth. Eventually, what's going to happen, I think, is once these starters, at least these three guys, are finally good enough, we're going to call all three of them up. And then whoever isn't starting is going to be in the bullpen. Just kind of round out the bullpen a little bit. But great growth all around for our bullpen. Cole Henry up a couple, Derek Law up a couple, PJ up a couple, Class A up a ton. Jose stayed the same. I'm pretty sure that is his potential, so he's going to be stuck there. Kiebert, not as much growth as I was hoping. Yeah, they sent Juan Yepes, I guess, sent him down once the season ended. He didn't do great. I only had him in there for one side, but he's growing a little bit, so that's good. Luis Garcia, pretty solid season, did grow. Looks like our guys aren't getting as much playing time as they should. Oh, no, he was only in one lineup, that's why. CJ Abrams took a little bit of a step back. 25 home runs, though, isn't bad. Kind of just turned. Honestly, he is growing pretty well, so I will give him that. Just I think a down year for him. Negative .1 WAR, just couldn't field very well over there at third. Bo Bichette, 295. I mean, 20 home runs. Great job from him. James Wood, we already looked at him. He was our DH for the year. He played in every single game. Only a .9 WAR, which is unfortunate, but had a decent season. Jacob Young, we looked at. Dylan Cruz didn't hit well, but did he play decent defense? He played okay-ish defense. Yeah, that being said, I think we're trending in a good direction. Most of our players are getting better in some way, shape, or form. Nasim Nunez getting better. So I think we're going to be at least a playoff team in the next year or two. Yeah, we just need the right guys to get better, and hopefully some of our players that we drafted can make a difference too. So, yeah. All right, we're going to trade Caden Wallace, Andres Chaparro, and CJ Stubbs for Eli Willits. I need to dump money because we don't have as much money as I thought we would, and I need to re-sign Chris Bubik. So, figured I'd go get someone that we technically can keep on this roster, and that is Eli Willits. So, yeah. All right, I'm trading Siren Lau, sorry, Darren Baker and Trey Lipscomb for Dale Rodriguez. I don't think Darren Baker's ever going to make this team. Same with Trey Lipscomb or Sarin. Like I said, I need to make at least some money so I can get the players I need. So, yeah. Alright, I'm trading Patrick Weigel, Zach Brixey, and Orlando Ribalta for Bradley Fletcher. Just dumping as much money. Actually, Bernard Jose. Actually, Lyle Crosby. So, like I said, this is just a money dump. I need to re-sign players. Hopefully this year we make the playoffs and we can re-sign all of our players. But yeah, we're going to make these deals. Alright, we're going to trade Ryan Latos, Shinosaku Ogazawara, I definitely butchered that, I apologize, and Julian Fernandez for this random catcher. Yeah, I need money. Alright, we're going to trade Connor Pilkington, Mason Thompson, and PJ Poulin for Steve Conrad. Yeah. We're going to trade Andrew Lara, Jackson Rutledge, and Eduardo Salazar for Norm Haynes. Just dumping a little more money. Alright, we're at the Home Run Derby. Vladdy Jr. is here. He is doing very well. 303. 23 home runs. Not a bad start to the year for him. Let's see who our all-star is. Or we should have multiple, honestly. Our team's doing well. James Wood and Vlad. That's what I like to see. None of our starters. Not surprised. Emmanuel Clase getting it done. 28 saves. Very good. We saw Vlad 303. Anyone else? James Wood. We saw him 279. 14 home runs. I mean, he's getting better. He's getting better. That's what I like to see. And I think that's it. Yeah, that is it. James Wood, obviously, our DH. That being said, we are currently third in a very disgustingly close NL East. But we're second for the wild card, 2 games ahead. So, that being said, let's try to finish out this year strong. See if we can make the postseason and then see what happens from there. But, yeah. Alright, I took another shot at a guy at the top, but didn't happen. Good picks all around, though. I mean, this guy's already a 73. Honestly, depending on how everything goes, we might make a couple trades next year to upgrade the guys that we already got rid of or added to. So that being said, good prospects to be able to trade away. So we'll take it. All right, we finished 91 and 71. I think we lost the division. Wow, we ended up losing the division, which is so tough. On a 7-game losing streak. Sucks. Not the way you want to go into the postseason. See how our players did war-wise. Bochette 6.7 is not bad. James Wood 5, Vladdy 4.9. Jacob Young with 4.1, that's not bad. Anyone else? Luis Garcia with a 2.9. Did a pretty decent job. Pitching-wise, did we have anyone who was elite? Chris Bubik 3.4. 13 and 8, 2.89 ERA. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad. Mackenzie Gore 2.4, 12 and 12, 3.86, pretty good. DJ Harris 11 and 10. Mitchell Parker 16 and 11. Kate Smith 1.9, 6 and 4 with 2 saves. Yeah, I mean, team did well. I'm gonna go fix the roster and then we're gonna get to the playoffs. Alright, Chris Bubik versus Christopher Sanchez. Game 1 is a W. DJ Harris versus Luzardo. Game 2 is a loss. Gore versus Wheeler. Game 3 to send us on to the next round is a W. We're taking on the Dodgers. I'm going to go check my team, fix the rotation, and then we're going to hop in. Bubik versus Otani. Game 1. Loss. Gore versus Yamamoto. Game 2. W. DJ versus Snell. Game 3. It's a W. Josiah Gray to send us to the NLCS. They lost. I'm going to go put Bubik in. He's got to be on the bump for this game, and then we'll hop back in. Bubik versus Otani to move on to the NLCS is a W. We're taking on Chicago. Unfortunately, that means we're probably not going to have Chris Bubik. I'm going to go fix the rotation in the roster, and then we're going to go take on the Cubs. All right, we are going to be taking on the Cubs. Mackenzie Gore versus Ranger Suarez, Game 1. It's a W. DJ versus Steele, Game 2. It's a W. Gray versus Shota, game 3. Is a loss. Parker versus Horton. Is a W. Chris Bubik versus Ranger Suarez to move on to the World Series. Is a W, and we are taking on Seattle. I'm going to go fix the rotation. We're going to have Bubik on the bump, game 1. And then we're going to go in, and we're going to go try to win ourselves a World Series versus the Mariners. So, yeah. All right, so this is our playoff World Series roster, I should say. These top 5 guys were not originals, but James Wood is 1 original. Mackenzie Gore is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 20 divided by 26 means we are getting about a 77%, which I think is a solid, which is pretty solid considering, this team wasn't great. They had the number 1 overall pick for a reason. But to get this far with only 6 other players added is insane. But that being said, let's get into the World Series. All right, we're taking on the Mariners. Bubik versus Wu, game 1. It's a W. Gore versus Gilbert, game 2. Is a loss. DJ versus Kirby. It's a loss. Come on, Josiah Gray versus Luis Castillo. Is a W. Parker versus Wu. Is a W. We have 2 chances to win the World Series here. Top 2 guys on the bump. Honestly, I need Chris Bubik to get it done here. It has to be him. So, let's see what we can do. We are the away team. They're going to start off with a cup. We're going to start off with no runs. They also start off with no runs. They're going to get the first run of the game, which is not ideal. Obviously not ideal. Bubik. There we go. Okay, we tied up. Now I just need Bubik to kind of settle in here. There we go. Bubik just get me through an inning or 2. They're going to score another one. Bubik just doesn't have it right now. I need him to hold it down here. All right. He gets us through 5, but I gotta go to the pen. Give me Clayton Beater. Hopefully he can get me some outs. Gets me 3. Offense can't get anything. All right, we're going to hop in. 6 outs to try to make something happen. I think we should definitely be able to do it. Hopefully, obviously. But yeah. What is the situation? It's not letting me switch, unfortunately. All right, so Matt Brash on the bump. I think that said Vladdy at the plate. They're going to bring in Gabe Spear for Vladdy. I don't understand the thought process there, but I will take it. Oh my gosh. First pitch, perfect, dead over his head. That's a double. That's a double. Get there. All right. We are tying run on second right now. Easy start there. James Wood at the plate, hitting 271 in the postseason. Can he get it done here for us? Is that falling? It's not. A little bit late on that. That's all right. Who do we have up next? CJ Abrams. Honestly, I don't feel too bad with CJ Abrams, lefty. I do not feel too bad. Obviously, missing a sinker pretty much down the middle says otherwise, but I don't feel bad necessarily. So let's see what he can do. Nope, we don't want that one. We do not want that one. Give me something to hit here, Gabe. Okay. Not an ideal spot. CJ, can you get a job done? You know what? It's not ideal, but it is a runner moved over, so we'll take it. 2 down, runner on third. Who do we have up? Luis Garcia. Why do we have so many lefties? Respectfully, Luis Garcia. I'm going to bring in Brady House. Yeah. See if Brady House can be a postseason hero. Don't even think he has a single at-bat in the postseason. That's not falling, is it? Oh my gosh, that falls. Brady House is a hero. He tied it up. Brady House has tied it up on an awful swing. But he gets it done. He does get it done. Now we got Dalen Lyle up, hitting 289. Thought he was going to be a bench bat, but here he is starting in the World Series. That's going to be out number 3. Yes, it is. All right. That's all right. That's all right. We do tie it up. I'm going to leave Brady House in the game. He's just going to switch with C.J. Abrams. I'm going to let the CPU pitch Clayton Beater. He's going to give up the lead. He's done. He's done. Jose Ferrer, please just get me 2 outs. Oh my god, and we just fall apart completely. I don't know if I got the magic in me for this, but they're bringing in Andres Munoz. We got Keibert Ruiz. We got Ruiz, Cruz, then top. If one of these 2 guys can get on base, I think we have a chance. But it is a matter of will they get on base. Keibert, do a job. That's a pop-up to the catcher. I don't think we're winning this one, unfortunately. Unfortunate as it is to say, Dylan Cruz, he's hitting 300 in the playoffs, only hit like 180 in the regular season. Dylan Cruz, postseason hero, I guess. He's going to have a double. Now we got top of the lineup up. I could have maybe pushed that 3, but we're not going to. I definitely could have pushed that 3. I could have probably scored off that. But it's the World Series. I'm not taking any chances. Bo Bichette, can you come through in the clutch? Come on, Bo. Please. Bo Bichette, that's going to be a run. That is going to be a run. And now we have him on first with 1 down. And Jacob Young up at the plate. Not the biggest fan of Jacob Young, no offense. Not a great hitter. Nasim Nunez is going to come in off the bench as a pinch runner. I need someone with speed out there to steal second, so. Nasim Nunez, you have 1 job. Do not mess it up. Do not mess it up. He's in there. He's in there. There we go.
1 ball, no
all right.
strike.
Time runs out there at second.
Oh, he's safe.
Jacob Young, I need something from you. A single here would be magical. Do the same thing that Bo Bichette just did. That is Chad. I'm all over it, just not on time. Come on, Jacob. Nice little single. Good pitch. Good pitch. Jacob Young with 2 strikes. Oh, he has no power. All right, we got a runner on third. With 2 down for Vladdy, the main man, the big monster in our lineup. Can Vladdy get it done? He's got 3 hits up to this point. He's hitting 342 in the postseason. Solidify yourself, Vlad. Come on. Is that getting through? It is not. J.P. Crawford's there. That's going to be out number 3, and that is ball game. Man, the bullpen really just blew it. They just blew it apart, and I had a feeling they were going to. We are going to a Game 7. We need to get it done there. We just need to get it done in Game 7. I think we're going to have Mackenzie Gore on the bump, but we will see. All right, Mackenzie Gore is on the bump for Game 7 on the road. Lineup is staying the same. They got George Kirby on the bump, who is elite. We don't start off with anything. Mackenzie Gore starts off with a good inning. All right, gets through another one. There we go. Mackenzie Gore's having a phenomenal performance. They're going to score 1. They're going to score 2. And then Mackenzie Gore's out of it. We put up a 3 spot.
Take your base.
Mackenzie Gore. I'm hopping in. I'm hopping in. Mackenzie Gore, 2 runners on. Josh Naylor at the plate. We need 2 outs here. We need 2 outs here. I need to keep this game close. Mackenzie Gore, don't sell me now. Don't sell me now, Mackenzie. You're one of the few, in my opinion, bright spots on the Nationals. Can you help us win this World Series game? They got a runner stealing. Okay. Are they going to try it again? Keibert Ruiz not known for his defense. Or really even his offense, but... yeah, in this game, he's at least hittable. Or at least he can hit a little bit, I should say. Mackenzie Gore find the zone. That'll work. That'll work. All right, we got 2 down. We do have 2 down. Who do they have up? They got Cal, the big dumper. Can Mackenzie Gore get it done? It's a 3rd round pick. Good pick for Seattle. Definitely a good pick from them. Alright, give me the ball back. Big dumper is going to get one through. We got a tie ball game. 87. Second baseman's not where he's supposed to be. He's got to be deeper in that hole over there. Luis Garcia might have just sold us right there. He might have just sold us. Core, get it out of it. Just get out of this inning, please.
1-1.
Yes, he did. Okay.
1-2.
Okay. So, he gives up 1, but we minimize pretty much everything else. You know, that 1 run's going to suck, but hopefully the offense can get it back. We are out hitting them up to this point. We do not get anything back. I am going to bring in Cade Smith and hope he can pitch us a couple of innings. Pitch for us for a couple of innings. Come on, get out of it. There we go. Okay, we put up 1 to take a lead. Cade Smith gives up a solo shot. Okay, he's done. Mason Miller, can you do a job for us? There you go. I'm going to hop in. This one is a scary close one. CJ Abrams, can we get something going here? No, we cannot. Throw me away. Damn. All right. It's going to be out number 1. This team is just too lefty heavy, unfortunately. Luis Garcia, step out. You're getting pulled. No offense, Luis Garcia. You're a good hitter. You're just not what I need in this situation. I need someone who's going to go out there and at least compete against a lefty. I think it's going to be Juan Yepes. Come on, Juan Yepes. Do a job, bud. I do believe in you. And he's going to start us off with a single with 1 down. I'm going to put in Nasim Nunez to pinch run for him like we did in the last game. Also going to stay in as the defensive substitute. I don't know why I always do that, but Juan Yepes, thank you for getting on base. Nasim Nunez is going to take you 90 feet closer. As long as he doesn't do something stupid here. We should be fine, though. He's got a good jump. Bad pitch. Perfect. Perfect. Now the question is, can Dalen Lyle get it done for us? That is the question. I need a single. Here, bud. Dalen Lyle, 101. They're sending him. Is that gone? No, but it is a double. Oh, never mind. Who is in right field with that absolute rocket? Pause. But he does have a 1-out double. He gets us a go-ahead run. Keibert Ruiz is hitting pretty well in the postseason. Can he get it done? No, it's not going to be anything. 19 speed. He is slow. That's all right. That is all right. They're going to the pen. I'm guessing they're bringing in Matt Brash for Dylan Cruz. Dylan, 2 for 3 in this game. Make that, hopefully, yes. He's 3 for 4 with a double. Beautiful swing, just when we needed it most. Dylan Cruz, you sucked in the regular season, but you're really coming through now. Bo Bichette, what can we do with you? Can we open this one up? And not look back? That is the question that I'm asking. Bo Bichette, get a single here, and you will. That's the pitch. That is definitely the pitch. Matt Brash. Can we get it done? Is that fall? Nah, it's Julio Rodriguez. What am I asking that for? Alright, we just need some good pitching here. Mason Miller is in the game. Hopefully he can get me some outs. Yes. Alright. Offense is going to put up another one. Let's hand it over to our closer, Emmanuel Clase. 1, 2. Let's hop in. Let's get out number 3. Let's finish this off. Nationals fans all around the world. I say all around the world. There's not many. Get ready to stand up and rejoice. For we are World Series champions. We get it done. 77%. I would say that the Nationals were probably going to be one of the easier teams for the next few for the next few videos. But that being said, Dylan Cruz have a hell of a game. Home run and 2 doubles. Vladdy Jr. He just won himself World Series and postseason MVP. Yeah, Dalen Lyle have a day too. We win the World Series. It was a tough one. Dylan Cruz World Series MVP, Vladdy playoff MVP. Just electric numbers all around. But that being said, if you guys think this is a good idea, let me know down in the comments below. But that being said, I will be doing all 30 teams like this, so stay tuned. Thank you guys as always for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and peace.